Hey everybody, this is Miss Faye. Welcome back to my world. First I want to start off by thanking you so much for supporting this channel. And those of you who are leaving comments, thank you very much. I read them and I really enjoy reading them. So it's so good to have you join me today. I want to tell you about the demonic narcissist. And believe me, he is totally demonic. I was raised in a family of narcissists. That's right. My uncles, my father, and other folks that were around. Now, I came from a very religious background, number one. Okay, a long line of ministers. And with them being demonic narcissists, this is something that I want to share with you because I want you to be aware of these things. The spiritual narcissist will hide behind religion to do his deeds. Whatever they are, it doesn't matter. You see? Because he's demonic. Somewhere along the way, usually through trauma, is how these narcissists are created. And they accept the demon into their lives. And this leads to a lot of anguish, loveless living. And because they hurt inside and they are not happy at all inside, they cannot project happiness to anyone else. They only have evil inside. And that's all they can project. Now, they can put on the mask and pretend. And I'm going to tell you something about the mask. They create this mask by looking at other people. It's supply that they've gotten from somebody else, how to put on this friendly mask. It's not them. It's not them. They are unable to project this pleasantness to you. But if they are mirroring someone else, then they can project it onto you. And I know that was a little confusing, but let me try to go slow so that you will understand this. For instance, if you are involved with the narcissist, when you first met him, he was wonderful to you. He did everything that you would like a person to do for you and with you. Whether the narcissist is a man or a woman, it's the same thing. A narcissist is demonic. It's a spirit. And the spirit has no gender. It has no gender at all. So it's not masculine. It's not feminine. It's an evil spirit. Now these people have accepted this spirit into their lives because of some trauma or whatever. They've accepted it. It didn't just appear and jump on them in the night. Anything like that. They accepted it. So I want you to know there's no reason for you to feel sorry for somebody who's abusing you, and then you want to say, well, maybe they just need, counseling, or maybe they just need to go talk to somebody, or what. No. These people are evil. They have accepted the demon into their being. And they are not there anymore. They are not there anymore. When you communicate with them, you are communicating with the demonic spirit. And this is why they treat you like they do. I know a lot of times when we've fallen for somebody, especially women, I don't know if the men do this, but women, we always feel like we can love them enough that they would change. We can help them. We can do everything we can do to make them a better person, to help them to be, I'll put it that way, to help them to be a better person. But I'm here to tell you, if you are dealing with a narcissist, he'll never change. He's already changed. He's gone. You're dealing with a demon. You cannot change a demon. What you can do is guard yourself from the demon, because he's looking to destroy you. So you must protect yourself, and you must know what you are dealing with. Now, narcissists, they come in all different classes, races, status. It doesn't matter. They're everywhere. Your doctor could be one. Your minister could be one. Your spouse could be one. You see? Narcissists, the point I'm making is narcissists are everywhere. And these are demonic spirits. And they are capable of doing anything. Now, when we think about people being abusive to you, physically abusive to you, I've heard a lot of people say, well, he just needs to go to counseling, and that will help him to stop beating me. Counseling won't help. If he's a narcissist, no amount of counseling will help. No amount of therapy will ever help. You need to take care of you, because the narcissist is with you to suck all of you out of you. He'll use you up. He'll steal your money. And he will make your life a living hell. That's right. So now, how do you know if you're with a narcissist or not? He's just mean, but, sometimes he's just mean, but not all the time. Now, the narcissist is all about himself. Everything he does is for himself. He never does anything for you, your kids, any of that. Everything is about him. So even if the kids decide, they want to do other things with their lives, as long as they're under his roof, if it doesn't circle around and benefit him, he'll have a problem with it. The narcissist views you as supply. And he is not about letting go of his supply because he needs that to survive. And I know, it can be a hard thing for people to understand, because this is, see, it sounds surreal. But believe me, it is real. It is very real. And people need to wake up, because narcissists can influence you to do evil. To do evil. Not saying that you're going to become a narcissist, but he can bond to you. He can bond to you, and before you know it, you'll be doing things you never thought you would do. You never thought you would do. There's women out here with these men, and the men will say, why don't you ask your girlfriend to come over here? Why don't we just, try to bring her into our love making? And believe it or not, there are women going for that. Oh, he may, and if she knows that he's gay or on the down low, usually on the down low, I wouldn't say gay, because gay men are out with theirs. I'm gay, this is me, whatever. But the man on the down low is secretly having sex with men. He pretends to be heterosexual. Society thinks he's heterosexual, but he sneaks around having sex with men. Even his partner may not know it. Okay? So now here you are with a man, and all of a sudden he's telling you, bring your girlfriend around. Bring your girlfriend. So, first you feel kind of funny. You don't know about that. But if he has worked on your self-esteem and your self-worth, you'll find yourself saying, oh, okay. 9 times out of 10, he's already been with your girlfriend. You didn't know. He's already groomed her to come right in. He's just trying to get you to comply. You see? And you thinking, he might say, oh, well, we're just going to do it for my birthday. We're just going to do it for my birthday. And you say, okay, you're reluctant, but he's already influenced you. You already bonded with this evil being. So you bring your girlfriend in there. The 3 of you do your thing. That's wrong. That's an abomination. Shouldn't be doing that. That's evil. Now he's brought you into that web, and your girlfriend. And he has bonded. Soul time. Your souls are bonded together with the demon. Who knows? He might bring a man in. After that, he may soften you up with the girlfriend, may bring a man in next time. And before you know it, you're doing these things, at first you think it's fun, but it's something way deep down telling you, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this. People are just going down a very, very dark path toward destruction. That's all that the narcissist can give you. Pain, destruction. That's all. And he uses, I brought up the thing sex because he wants to have sex with you as soon as possible because that's the way that he can bond to you. He can bond to you, and usually he'll have lots of sex with you before he starts devaluing you outright. You see, he'll have lots of sex with you before he brings up, let's have, he might say an open relationship or something. He wants to be able to freely be with whomever he wants to be with without any flack from you. That's why he's bringing it up to you. Other than that, he would just do it. But for some reason, maybe you're a good supply to him. Who knows? You may be supporting him in a lot of ways. So he doesn't want to get rid of you, you see. But he wants to be free with what he does. And if he can bring more people into your bed, he loves it. It's not about you. It's not about them. It's about him. It's about the demon manipulating you. You see? Just destroying your soul inside. Any goodness that was there, he's going to take it away until you don't even know yourself anymore. Now, this demon, when he appears at your place of worship, whatever he says to you is basically a lie. He has a way, and I'm going to explain this because, your spiritual people, they'll read from whatever material, whether it's the Bible or the Quran or whatever material that they're presenting, that they're reading to you. You see, the scriptures or whatever. And they know you haven't sat down and studied that material for yourself. They know that. You see? So what they would do is read a few scriptures. You watch it. They'll read a few scriptures and then they'll talk on it. You see? But if you believe what they're reading, just know they have a way of twisting the message. Just tweaking it a little bit to their advantage. And you need to watch out for that. You see? I've, from my family, long line of ministers, the prime objective was getting money. Getting money. The prime objective. But they hide behind the facade of saving souls. They come here to bring you to the word, saving souls. Number one, I don't think any God asks people to go out and save any souls. I don't think so. I believe that if a person has something good to share with you, you'll feel good about it inside. You'll feel good about it inside. But the narcissist, when he shares information with you, is oftentimes confusing. Sometimes it's hurtful. Sometimes it's embarrassing. And even if he's on a public platform, he would do all these things to you. And if he is a leader, he'll do it to his congregation, to everybody. Not just you, to everybody. He does it. He is demonic no matter what. But he knows how to put on his mask, which he has mirrored from somebody else, the way to present himself, you see, so that you will be accepting of him. Accept whatever he says and does, it's all good. Because the narcissist presents himself as a very caring and loving kind of person until you stick around him a little bit. And then you'll see there's no real love there at all. He will pick you for information, your personal business, so that he can bring it back to hurt you with it. He just wants to hurt you. He can't love you because there's no love inside. Demons can't love. There's no love to give. I know that's hard, especially if you've gotten involved with the narcissist on a personal level or intimate level. And if you're in the love bombing stage, what I'm telling you here, you probably just say, I don't believe it. But if you're with a narcissist, that love bombing is going to stop. And then he's going to begin to hurt you. Not just sometimes. From now on out. From now on out. And it will get worse and worse and worse until you're just a puppet for him. A puppet for him. I've seen people living with the narcissist that when they know he's coming home, they all start scrambling around, getting stuff ready, getting stuff straightened out, because they don't want him to come in shouting and cursing at everybody and all of that. So everybody scrambles when they know that the narcissist is coming home. You are not meant to live like that. You are not meant to live your life with a demon. This is a demonic spirit. And anybody that comes in your life and makes you feel bad in any way, criticizing you or make you, talking down to you and these kind of things, you need to find a way to leave them for your better good. For your better good. The longer that you stay, the more disrespected you will suffer from the hands of these people. And like I said, it doesn't matter if he is over you in any kind of way. In any kind of way. You see? Even if he's you go to him for professional, for some sort of professional service. You see? He'll be nice to you right there. But if you have to keep coming back or whatever, you may see some glimpses that's not quite right with this person. That's not quite right. They and you watch out, because they are very sexual. They are very sexual. Now, I'm gonna tell you a little story. I had this dentist when I lived in New York, and I went there all the time. He was my dentist, Every time he was a young man. I was younger during that time, and I'd go in there. And at this one visit, He kissed me on the lips in his office. I was in his chair, sedated. That's not normal. That's not normal. That's evil. For someone to take advantage of you like that. That's evil. Don't allow anybody to take advantage of you. Be alert. Be alert. And when you go, to see the doctor or whatever, I think it's a good idea to have somebody to go in the examination room with you. I know there was a time when the doctors couldn't examine you without a nurse being there. That's not always the case. That's not always the case. Be careful of these people. These demons are everywhere. Everywhere. And they are out gathering souls to destroy. To destroy. And if you are a religious person, or you faithfully go to your house of worship and all that, please look and see. Try to make sure you're not dealing with a narcissist. If he's up there always asking you for money and badgering you about your tithes, and you need to pay more money to the church, and all of these things like that, that's the narcissist. That's the narcissist. And if he tries to touch you in a sexual manner, that for sure is a narcissist. Or if you hear whispers about that he's doing things to other people, don't discard that and say, oh no, not Pastor whatever. I don't believe it. He wouldn't do nothing like that. You better believe it. You better believe it. Because you're going there and listening to this demon feed you information that's probably not even true. Because he has a way of twisting the truth to benefit him. To benefit him. Everything is about him. And you find a lot of the narcissists into religion, any kind of religion they're there. It's perfect for them because the supply is bountiful. The people, they're his supply for everything. That's the narcissist. You see? And he'll just keep sucking. Just like if you're living with him, like he's sucking from you. If he's over anybody, he's sucking from them. Everything. Everything. A lot of times, the grandiose narcissist, now he's the one, every occasion that the family has, he's the one in the spotlight. He's the one in the spotlight. He's the one talking loud and acting like, he's on stage somewhere. I call them the grandiose. I think they're over it or whatever. But he's bigger than life. But again, it's all about him. And when he comes around you in a friendly, he'll come around you acting like everything cool, buttering you up. And then he'll start asking you questions that he shouldn't be asking. Or he'll be spreading gossip about somebody and trying to get you on board with the gossip, tearing somebody else down. A lot of them will do that. A lot of them will do that. The narcissist will also run all of your friends away. All of them. He won't allow you to have any friends. He'll run your family away too if he can. He'll run them away. I'm telling you. Every time they come over, he'll be standing guard, like, what do you want? Why are you coming over here? Things like that. Your family will say, but put up with that. And if they try to call you, you know, they've been calling you, but if they try to call you on the phone, he'll run interference. Calling. And then the narcissist is calling you all day to make sure that you're still under his control. Calling you all day. All day. And, you know, in the beginning, when he does this, you think, oh, he must really care about me because he's calling me all the time, checking on me. No, that's control. No. That's not care. That's not love. That's controlling you to make sure that you haven't talked to anybody to change your mind. Haven't thought about anything to change your mind. He wants to be in your head constantly. If you are his present supply. Now, if you're the past supply, you know, he'll just hit and miss you to keep you on the hook. And if you are the future supply, he'll be grooming you. He'll be grooming you. But it's all demonic. No matter where you are on the scale, it's demonic. It's evil. It's evil. The one he's grooming may not see it yet because he's love bombing him or her. You know, if it's a woman, she's love bombing him. I know I had a friend who met this woman online, and he was really taken in by the woman. Taking it, he said she was good. She, you know, whatever he desired or whatever, she did it. And he married the woman. That's another thing they will do. They'll try to hook you. If they feel like you are a good supply and they're dating you, they'll try to hook you down real quick. Whether they move in, whether they marry you, they want to hook you down. If they feel like you're a good supply and they don't want to lose you, that's what they'll do. But now, that doesn't mean that they're going to treat you good. They're not. And that doesn't mean that they're not going to cheat. Because they are. They are. They're probably cheating right now. They'll never stop. They'll never stop. Because they like variety of supply. I don't like the same supply all the time. They like a variety. Why not? Why not? It's an open field out here. And because they lead with sex, they lead with that. Then they form these bonds with people. And then people are drawn into them. You like him. You really like him, and it's not just for the sex. But you like what you see. You like what's going on. And when he finds that he really has you hooked, that's when he'll start mistreating you. He'll stab you in the back. He'll never protect you from anything or anyone. Ever. Even if people are defaming your name and, you know, talking about you and all lies or whatever, he'll never protect you. No, because he really doesn't care about you. He never cared about you, period. When you first fell in love with him or liked him or whatever, You like the representative. That's the mask that he wears. He put on a mask. That's the representative. That's not him. When you get to know him, you're not going to like him. You're not going to like him at all. But a lot of times he tries to hook you into stuff. You know, whether it's let's buy something together where you can't easily just run off from. He tries to hook you in. But now here's the tricky part. He'll hook you into something and then he'll run off and leave you holding the bag. He's probably done that a lot of times. A lot of times. You see? And if you are the main supply, you probably are pretty well set. You know, you have what, you know, you can make it on your own financially and all that. Because usually they try to find somebody that can support them. So you'll need to have something that he needs for support. Like a car, a house he can live in, money in the bank, and all of that. All of that. The narcissist, that demon would drain your bank account. He'll drain it. And if you have some money, maybe somebody died and left you some money or whatever, oh my gosh. He won't stop until he's got every penny of that. Be careful. And the women do the same thing with the men. With the men. They will hook on to you because you have what they need. That's it. And you know, men, because they're sex driven, if you meet a woman, then this is for the men, because I always talk to women, but I don't say very much to the men. So, men, I'm going to help you out. If you meet a woman that's everything that you thought you ever wanted in a woman, she says the right thing, she does the right thing, her presentation is the right, and all of that, you better peek under the cover. You better peek under the cover. Okay? Because she may be just coming after you for what you can offer her. She might not be coming to offer anything to you. And these are things that you need to find out during the time you're getting to know her. And again, for the men, stop wanting to sleep with every woman you meet. I know you're sex driven. But this is how the female narcissist gets you too. This is how she gets you too. She knows what men like. You know, the form of the body, what to wear, and all of this. Makeup and whatever, everything. She knows what men like. And that's what she presents. You see? But once you have her, now you got a demon to deal with. She'll spend all of your money too. She'll sleep with all your friends. And she'll talk to you and treat you like trash. Just like the men do women. Same thing. You see? These are evil spirits. Don't be taken in by the visual of anybody. Don't be taken in by that. Take your time to get to know these people. This is the way you protect yourself. When you meet somebody, tell them you're celibate. If they really want to get to know you, they'll stick around. They'll stick around. they'll try to be your friend. You see? And I believe, this is my opinion, that friends last longer than lovers. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have a true friend that's a lover too, you got something good. But you got to make sure these people are true. And the way that things go today, see, everything is so quick. Nobody has the time. Nobody wants to take time. You meet somebody, you go on 3 dates, bam, you want to have sex. That ruins everything. That ruins everything. If you with a demon, now you done bonded with the demon. And it's going to be down here from that point on. It's going to be love bombing. It's going to be good and bad at that time. And then it's just going to be bad, 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 bad. To protect yourself, men and women, stop sleeping with everybody. Take your time to get to know them. Standing up. Don't always taking somebody to your house, because do other things. There are plenty of things you can go out and do to get to know the person. And take your time. Take it slow. Take it very slow. You ain't got to see these people every day. Talk to them every day. You meet somebody, if you're afraid that if you don't do what they say, you're going to lose them, let them go. Once I was asked on a date with this man, and we went out. I think we went to a bar or something, have a drink or whatever. I wasn't spiritual then, so I always tell people that before I tell them a story. I wasn't spiritual then. But now I know better. But anyway, with this man, after we had a few drinks, he invited me to his home. That's a red flag, but during that time, and he lived in my neighborhood, so I felt, okay, I could stop by and then go on home. When I got to his place, he tells me that if I don't have sex with him, that I will never see him again. I looked at him, I picked up my bag, and I walked out the door. Now, here's the thing. He had the nerve to verbalize it. But a lot of men won't verbalize it. What they'll do, try to get you in the mood, you see. Get you in the mood to where they feel like you won't say no. You won't say no. That's a trap. That's a trap. Don't go to a man's house you just met him, and don't invite him to your house either. Let these people stay far away until you're sure that they're not demonic. And even look around at the people that are already in your life. If they are demonic, you need to depart from these people, because they don't mean you any good. And they're not going to change. Ever. And it's not like you let them go and then they're going to stay gone forever. Don't believe that. If they feel like they can come back to you, they will. Crawling on their knees and pleading and crying and, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to treat you. Do not believe it. Never go back to a person, man or woman, that has hurt you. never go back to the person that has hurt you. And always remember, you must heal from hurt before you try to go into another relationship. Because remember, hurt people hurt other people. So if you are hurt in a relationship and you got out of it, don't go running off trying to find somebody else, because you're going to hurt them. You can't help it because you didn't heal from the hurt that you incurred over here. You have to heal. You have to heal. And this is the only way you can bring back joy into your life. You want joy into your life. Now, if you were raised in a narcissist environment like I was raised in, there was no joy in my life growing up. There was no joy in my life until I healed, and I'm a full-grown adult healing. So I spent my entire life in pain. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand why the pain and the hurt and the criticism and all that. Why? But thank goodness, I finally found the answer and healed my life from all demonic and negative forces. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to do. If you don't feel joyous inside, happy, safe, and secure, then you probably need to heal something. Because the universe meant for you to be happy and enjoy this life. I know I hear people all the time, life is hard. Life is hard. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be hard. Of course you have challenges in life, but your whole life shouldn't be a challenge. If your life is hard, you have not healed. You have not healed from the hurt that you have incurred in life. Once you heal, the joy will return. And for those of you who don't know how to heal, watch my video, How to Heal. And I'll tell you in that video how I healed. How I healed. And it's not a quick process. It took me 2.5 years to heal, because if you've lived your whole life in hurt, you got to face it. You got to face where the hurt first started, because 9 times out of 10, the very first hurt that you had prepared you for more hurt in your life. Could have been from your parents. It could have been from somebody you really trusted, like a friend or whatever. But somebody hurt you and you never really got over it. You just pushed it down because of that thing somebody says the best way to get over hurt is to jump into something else. No, that's not the best way to get over hurt. Best way to get over hurt is to heal. So I hope that I've said something in this video that can help somebody, because it's serious out here. It's serious out here. And the demon is gathering souls every day. Please continue to send me those comments. I love them. And I wish you all well and happiness. So I'm going to go now. And I really hope to see you next time.